Hello everyone, and today we will use this beautiful deck that's called the Citadel Oracle. It's incredibly pretty and I've been dreaming about it for a while, for a long while. I've set my eyes on it for so long. Look at this, it is so gorgeous. It is an absolute eye candy. So pretty, oh my god. I mean, look at this. The whole packaging, everything. Oh my gosh, wait. It's amazing. You can't see anything much. It's really pretty. And from the back, yeah, there's the description. I'm just literally showing you to check this out because it's art. It's literal art. Okay. Incredible. Everything is beautiful. The box is beautiful. The cards are beautiful. The description book, top tier quality, honestly. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to make a short reading, and also for the heck of it, for the lulls of it, we're gonna use I don't know, this is so random, like, to choose the pile we're gonna use pictures that I took in Barcelona on my birthday, on the 5th of May. Hi, I'm a Taurus. Oh god. Yeah. That I took in Sagrada Familia, and we're gonna do this for the heck of it, like just because I said so. So I don't know how many piles there will be. I'll just randomly choose the photos now, and it's gonna be a short reading. You see, this deck is about archetypes, and it's perfect to determine the archetypes of people. So we will be like telling about what archetype is the person that you're inquiring about representing, or archetypes. So we're gonna look into the personality. Anyways, I hope you enjoy, and let's look further to the piles. So this is gonna be the picture for pile number 1. Yes, I don't care to edit the video, and I'm just gonna show you the pictures on the screen of my PC. This is pile number 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be for pile number 2. This gorgeous, gorgeous picture. This is gonna be for pile number 3. Okay, this is for pile number 4. I mean, I'm literally drooling here. I love this place, literally. If you haven't visited it, visit it. Also, I got so offended when that place wasn't mentioned in the cultural history lessons. Like, are you kidding me? Anyways, each to their own, but I love it so much. I love every single inch of Sagrada Familia. Seriously. Anyways, yeah. And pile number 5. Okay, so guys, I hope you chose a pile. Vibe out with each picture. Like, seriously, vibe out. I'm so in love. Oh my god, with Sagrada Familia. It's so freaking pretty. I could literally, like, sing songs for it. Oh shit. Anyways, yeah, when you chose, then let's hop right into your reading. So yeah, see you there. Okay, so hello person who chose a pile number one. I decided to not call you pile one because that's freaking weird. Like, you're not a pile, you are a person who came to see this reading. So, hello! Anyways, oh my god, I don't know, I'm just so weird today. Anyways, the Brawler. I will first read the descriptions from the oracle because I think they are very significant. There's a reason they're there, and so you would maybe paint a picture of what the person you're inquiring about is like. If this resonates, then please put a like, subscribe. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I feel so wonky. I don't know why. Anyways, not wonky, like playful, and I have no clue why. Um, yeah, I'll read you the description. So, no, I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm sorry. Let me just kind of adjust them back. Yeah. Okay. So, so the Brawler, um, night falls thick and dark across the streets, but not all are sleeping. The doors of the music hall pour light and warmth into the courtyard, and revelers tumble drunk and rowdy after them. A spilled drink, a sharp word, and a fight breaks out, and the brawler is once again standing with fists raised, ready to fight their corner, set on showing the whole world that they don't care what people think of them. The brawler invites confrontations wherever they go, quick with a brash retort and ready fists. Their bull-headed manner makes only enemies, never friends. So maybe the person you're inquiring about has very strong Mars placements, perhaps, or like, like a very ram-headed, maybe they're Aries, very significant Aries placements. Mm. Yeah. So, yeah, what I get with this one is basically that this person might be hot-headed. They might be also quite stubborn, rash, like rushing into decisions, jumping to conclusions, that type of stuff. But first, let's see the other cards, okay? I'm kind of giving the book a go at the moment because, like I said, there's a reason there are the descriptions. So, the shepherd. Um, On a gentle grassy rise, just beyond the citadel, white-spotted goats bleat and graze. The sun bathes the hills in warmth, heavy-headed dandelions nod lazily, and all is peaceful. From under a shady tree, the shepherd watches their flock, the bell at the end of their crook ringing out over the slopes. I'm sorry if camera is shaking. I'm like looking at the book and It's a simple life, but the shepherd knows how to celebrate the pleasure of loving and loving well, and is a leader and a parental figure. They ensure that their flock doesn't go astray, no matter the weather or the direction. So this person is not really as, just like hothead or whatever or stubborn. They're also having like these family qualities, like a family woman, family man type of a person who takes care of others, who basically will get in the situation when somebody needs help, or like the flock or the group they're in needs help, support, advice, this type of a person. So they have certain warm-heartedness to them. Then the next card is the scholar. Okay, so the scholar Sunlight streams through a window, illuminating a chaotic, crowded desk. Piles of books cast deep shadows, and dust motes float lazily through the air. The scholar is something of a hermit, preferring their scrolls and studies to the bustle of the outside world. But there is one thing they're known for, their ability to work through any puzzle and come to the right conclusion. The scholar is a card of routine and perseverance. Right now, you may find yourself at a dead end with no immediately apparent solution. I don't know why I started reading this as well. But, anyways, maybe this person is experiencing something right now. Like they need a solution. I take a step back and try approaching the problem from a different angle, like changing perspective, and that, works wonders. So, what I'm getting for this person you're inquiring about, this could be, I mean, yeah, a scholar, but like a student. This could be somebody who's in a university. This could be someone who's working on a thesis. This is somebody who's working on, like, perhaps PhD or some scientific research or anything connected to academic wonders. Um, the Pilgrim. Right, I'll read the Pilgrim and then we'll see. Okay, that's interesting, pile number one, because I just felt a strong urge to change my clothing. First of all, because the sweater was not really comfortable, so I changed to the orange one, bright orange. So that might mean something. Maybe you've seen this person last time in something orange or something popped through. Or like an orange color could describe them, perhaps? Or something related to perhaps sacral chakra. If you know about chakra system, then you know. Anyways, back to the descriptions. So the pilgrim. A lantern swings in the darkness, shedding light along the path. Footsteps tread the cobble, slow and steady, and as a figure passes, you catch a glimpse of a wizened face and a tired smile. The pilgrim has been walking for so long, they no longer remember where they are headed or where they have come from. Their road is long and yields many lessons and exciting discoveries. At the same time, they never stop long enough to appreciate them. So, I kind of like when I read this in Pilgrim, I immediately always, at the word of Pilgrim, I get the desert. The desert, and like either Dune movie looks or Star Wars. Like, the desert. That immediately, like, my mind immediately goes there. It's like, yeah, that's some, I don't know, Jedi or something like that. Yeah, it really reminds me of that. So, yeah, this person, maybe they're a teacher, could be, or in like late 30s, also could be. Kind of gives me the vibe for late 30s, 40s also. Not necessarily a student, but could be a teacher or someone working on their PhD. Like scientific stuff or like something already high up, okay? Um they've gone quite a road. I see here they're also quite giving. I kind of this rose reminds me of like Six of Pentacles cards, a card in tarot. They could be giving. They're like a giving type of a person. They give knowledge, both knowledge and also like things, material things. They like to help other people. Perhaps, like I said, yeah, supporting with the scholar and the shepherd. They're like, I will give you this, like, I will give you just because, like in a sense, just because, like, to support the other person. Also, I see this kind of quality of the brawler, like it sparks, especially with the star. It sparks up. It's just like it sparks. It comes with sparks. Like they can just get fired up with a spark, and then they are this way. But I kind of see that they are like a scholar, like thoughtful. This this quote literally reminded me like someone saying something in Latin, or like someone mm, putting a label over, no, not a label, but like wrapping their anger over with some wisdom. That sense. Okay, so they're kind of like either reflecting or no, they're just smart. They're just mm, wise to the extent that they can understand um I don't know, their capability of emotions. I don't know, something connected to that. Yeah. And their core, okay? So, with Pilgrim also, this gives me like I'm giving you wisdom. Like they're also giving this wisdom, like the light. They're handing it like the light. Um, they could also be a writer with a book, or write a diary. They could be somebody who writes a diary. So if you want some secrets, you could actually like take a peek. I'm just kidding. But yeah, celebration family. This person could have a family, but not necessarily. I kind of actually see like the lonely man, but who has a family but doesn't have somebody. I mean, like a partner or yeah, I see that. In some cases, for somebody it will resonate like that. It's just got a priest. What, a priest? Maybe that's a priest for somebody who's watching, but that's like a man, like a they have a family. They visit them on like festivities, celebrations, etc., and just to help them. There is an emphasis on just to help them. Like they're very helpful, and they want to support others. Something about moral dignity as well. Morality, moral dignity. They want to like hold their standards up. They want to be like a good person or something connected to that. I'm also kind of seeing a weird thing. I don't know if this will resonate with many, but this is very specific. Maybe somebody, that type of a man or a woman, I don't know, like they like to sometimes go to karaoke and just sing, just because they think it's fun, and it kind of it's like their hobby. They just like it. They just like to express themselves that way. It's like kind of cute. It gives me like somebody is just enjoying their time, and like yeah, that's that literally. Yeah. You might have this person's phone number. Um, yeah. I'm kind of also getting like to the bull's horns, like they're kind of let's get to the problem, like let's get to the issue type of a person. They're not like gonna like grab and like go crazy, but they're like, let's get to the problem, let's get to the issue and to solve it. Yeah, I think this person is quite a philanthropist perhaps, or like liking to help people solve problems. They are quite good at um I wouldn't say they are extroverted. They're quite good at like introverted connection. I just got, I don't know, like they can be steady, they can offer a helpful hand. That's what I get here. They also, for some of you, might like to write with ink or paint. um I think they might like some sort of flowers, like roses. Mm, this doesn't give me like passionate gardener, no. Just that they might like some roses or some types of flowers, and that's what they would give somebody else. I'm also kind of getting this vibe of a person who chooses something like one type of a flower, and they will gift it all the time or frequently because they think it's the best flower out there. Makes me laugh a bit. Yeah, it's like they're like, this is the best flower out there, and I will gift that. because it's the best flower. Because they feel like it's the best flower. They think so themselves, and they're like, yeah, I think others will be happy if I give this. And they're like doing it from the good intention, and that's quite wholesome. Yeah, it's a good vibe, honestly. It gives me a good vibe. It's like, I will give you that because I think it's steady and good, and I would like to have that, and probably, and so you would like to have that. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like very quite narrow, but yeah. This is the vibe I get. What else? Well, there might have been some setbacks in the past. I'm seeing kind of like somebody ripping the grass out, trying to like clean up their life, or like professional situation, especially professional situation. Something was there. Um but it's not very, it doesn't give me like a vibe of, oh my god, everything is so bad, I'm just barely functioning, or like, no, they're literally like kind of just stepping aside and just going by with their life. For some of you, this person might have experienced either a loss that you're inquiring about, or they are about to experience a loss and they're kind of like sad. But I'm seeing like a man in their like 50s, 60s, 60s even perhaps, and their family member is like very, very old and just already very frail. And yeah, they are kind of feeling like it might pass. They might pass the other, I mean, not them, but this is really specific, really specific. Yeah. I don't know why Christmas tea just came through, so maybe if you visit this person like in December, I don't know, then give them a Christmas tree, the one like that comes in a package, like, but the good one. I don't know why I saw that. And with a nice note. I think they will appreciate that, especially because of the note. I think they're kind of like the type that goes for these small things, small detail that's from the heart, that's like heartwarming for them. Yeah. Mm, that's basically what I get here. So yeah, that's like a hardworking person as well with this, like they're very hard, kind of hardworking, yeah, with their work, documents, job, like thesis or whatever that is. Um, they always find like tiny hopes in situations. That's something like that, but not many, but like they do. Um, they like to be the light for the community, even if it's like more so of a hermity light. You know, like not the blue bright one of an extrovert. Yeah. So, yeah, that's basically that. I'm also seeing someone writing a letter. So maybe this person will write you a letter, or you should write them a letter to check upon them. Yeah. Say a good word to them. Yeah, anyways, this is your reading, pile number one. I hope this was helpful, and I hope I told you something that resonates with the person you are inquiring about. If it did, then please leave a like, and I'll see you in perhaps the next reading. But yeah, anyways, good luck and bye. Hello, for those who chose pile number two, hi there. First of all, yeah, these are very big, significant cards, and I'm going to first of all read the description of each of them, and then I'm gonna explain the overall what I am feeling through it, okay? And add some more intuitive downloads. Since I'm a psychic reader, I don't just read the card descriptions. Yeah. Let's hop right into it. Okay, so the twins. A quiet courtyard, the soft murmur of a nearby tea shop, the call of songbirds, and a blazing argument shattering the peace. The twins were born at the same time, but they couldn't be more different. The first, a dreamer, charming and surrounded by friends. The other, more worldly, but dogged by life's injustices and feelings of inadequacy. Each twin feels a pressure to measure up to their sibling, but that pressure is entirely internal. Neither is judging the other, only themselves. So, this card relates to a specific relationship in your life. You and the other person are bound together, but past traumas are blocking your ability to make this a harmonious relationship. Be kind and take time to reassess your behavior. Are you really being fair to the other person? How are you continuing old habits of resentment? There is kindness in acknowledging that we are all human. This really does give me the vibe that, like, you've met your twin, maybe. I don't mean like real life twin, I mean like twin. Either like a twin soul, twin flame. This description, though, does give me twin flame because they are, like duality of the nature. They're different. But they are like attached. They have a bond. They are bound to each other. And if you've watched the movie The Notebook, that's like the description of this. So twins. Anyways, this description might apply to your situation, but it might also not be as intense as it is written here. So let's go next to the hair. So the hair. A crown sits on a pedestal full of waiting potential. Years of preparing for a role that have led to this moment. The crown is power, it is fulfillment, but it is also a responsibility that will affect every part of their hair's future. The hair has known that this day will come, and yet it feels like a lifetime of learning could never have prepared them for stepping into this role. The weight of expectation is a heavy mental, but there is no turning back from it now. So, honestly, I do feel with this one and the twins, that's literally like like a fated connection, especially with the fate. Like it was preparing you to meet this person. I literally almost could say this is your significant other. I don't know, this is like screaming this to me. The cards are screaming this, literally. I will read the descriptions, but like, I mean, you can click off or like fade away if this already scares you. But, I mean, or you can just listen to me on ASMR purpose. But yeah, anyways, the fate, yeah, let's go on. I'll read the fate. So, the fate. The court gardens stretch out before you, alive with the sound of birdsong. A couple passes in the distance, their laughter faint and cheerful. The sun encompassed in its blue sky warms the world around you. All is peaceful, and yet you feel as though you are being watched. The fate sees everyone, sees their lives like shining threads, weaving the tapestry of life. The fate sees each person's beginning, and when and where their stories end. They're sworn not to interfere when those threads get tangled, but they can still offer some insight here and there. So some unexpected help is due to come your way. You may not be able to see what causes your struggles, or know of those who plot against you, but others can, and they won't let you face it uninformed. So this guidance may come from an unexpected source, and it will give you signs. So I think this is literally telling about that universe either has been sending you signs about this person, or when you met them you received many signs, or beforehand you received so many signs, and like basically if this is a message for you, you should have already understood like the picture aligns, like all things in the picture start to align, or so many things align that it's pretty crazy. You know, to that amount, to that extent. Like between you and this person, and in your storyline, your history, and coming up to this person, you know, like the fates web. Yeah. Um let's read the priest. So the priest. Silence fills the temple, warm and welcoming in its perfect hush, just like Sagrada Familia. Anyways. The priest turns their face to the sunlight, waiting for the gathering of the faithful. No matter what challenges are in the priest's life outside of these walls, there is hope to be found in every challenging situation. They just need the courage to persevere and will that hope into existence. Have faith in you will be rewarded. This is interesting. If you have had, I feel inclined to say this, if you have had a medallion or something connected to faith that you bought and you are faithful, especially if you are buying this thinking you might meet someone significant, like that literally shakes up your life or like changes it. This is a reading for you, and this is very significant because that means that you gave the intention from that moment into the universe that you will meet that significant other. And yeah, I don't care if you're with somebody else right now. You're about to meet your twin, or you already met them. I don't know. Like, sorry, uh, shit happens. Not to be rude. I am rude right now. Probably some will click off the reading like, oh my god, like, she's so terrible. But when you've gone through enough shit, you will know this. You will. Anyways, let's go on and go to the priest and the witch. Oh, wow, that's a shakeup. Anyways, that's interesting. But I felt like okay, that's a lot of cards. It really is a lot, but I felt inclined to, yeah, okay, let's take them all. And let's take the back one. Like one that was in the back of the deck. I also took it. Because this is big. This is big. I was like, okay, if it has clarification, then let there be clarification. Let them dance, whatever. Anyways, I'm going to, maybe someone is a dancer, someone likes dancing or something like that, or maybe you and this person will dance like souls together, you know, like souls meet and then like dance, like swirling. That's the that's the twin flame ascension. That sort of swirling and that intense feeling for each other. That is that. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back to the witch card. The scent of new fruit hangs in the air, bright and refreshing. A pestle grinds in its bowl, the sound of stone on stone, a soothing repetition. Just as the first plants of spring burst forth from cracks between the paving stones, so too does the witch push their boundaries in search of new magics. Knowledge exists only to be expanded upon, reshaped, and reformed to a new and exciting purpose. The world is full of old wisdom, but some advice is too outdated for the modern lives we live now. Tradition is a set of guides, not a strict rulebook. If you find that you're being held back by how you should approach a situation, break from tradition and forge your own route. Surround yourself with others who think outside the box and embrace a new tradition. Honestly, this gives me the vibe that you and this person, you are both like witches. I mean, like witch and witcher. Literally, like you're both of the same coin. You both have abilities. And this was perhaps against some tradition, or is perhaps against some tradition, and perhaps your relationship is unconventional in that sense. Because, like, well, I mean, two witches together, or like two people who are unusual. This might cause quite a ruckus, or like, yeah, causing ruckus. Maybe, for some of you. I mean, of course, it's a past life connection. So for some of you, you've caused some ruckus in the past. Like, maybe you were powerful witches, or maybe you were both burned at the stake, in that sense. There is a strong link, like a strong connection, because it's like a fated connection. It's a divine union. It's very divine. It's very special. Experimentation, rebellion also, like literally you both might be rebellious. You both might have rebelled in life against something. Like you will notice that both you and this person you are inquiring about, oh my god, I just literally flipped the deck and I got the king. Like the king could be king of wands type of a person, by the way. If it's a man. King of wands type of a person. If you know tarot, like fiery, loud, confident, out there to get to their goals. But King of Wands is basically someone not that isn't just like, like Page of Wands, just like speaking loudly and doing nothing. King of Wands is someone that actually accomplishes stuff, that does things. Like actions speak basically as loud as words do. While for Page of Wands, the words speak louder than actions do. So yeah, might be a very action-oriented person, might have a witchy aesthetic, by the way, could be. Could be the case, they look witchy, something about them is witchy, bewitching, beautiful, especially for you. It might be that you feel like this person bewitched you by their views, by how they look like you're attracted, bewitched, that type of a thing. I'll read the Forgotten. I don't even need to read this. I'm literally feeling like this is a forgotten soul connection. It's like, where have you been? Or like, where were you? Or like, you left me. It kind of gives the feeling that you left each other in past life to meet again. Like something happened that you left each other. Like some cracking situation. Not just like something simple, but something very significant, and you met in this life. If you believe in this, of course. I mean, some don't actually believe in. Oh, you do. Come on, you're here. You're watching this reading. Anyways, the forgotten card. Yeah, like forgotten soul connection. Like you forgotten. Forgot about each other before in this life until you meet. Yeah, like until we meet again. That type of a lyric song. Wait. Uh Until we meet again on the edge of the world. This is was it were the lyrics this way in that song? I don't remember, but there was a song um at the edge of the world, or how was it even? What was the title? But anyways, there's that one song by the Deer Hunter. So you can kind of check it maybe. I don't know. Back to that. Oh, and also this gives me like when you see each other, this might kind of be like, wait, like what is this? And then your soul start to recognize, and it like goes like all that information up. So it might cause like head spinning or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, continuing, I'll read the Forgotten. Okay, so the Forgotten. A canal runs through the citadel, deep and silent, reflecting the evening lanterns. Little cafes line the banks, filled with conversation and laughter. Couples stroll past, wrapped up in their evening. No one sees the figure that passes them all by, gaze averted. The Forgotten does not speak, nor hear, nor even see. They are so certain that they have nothing to give the world that they do not even try. The societal pressure to say and do the right thing can be overwhelming, and no one gets it right every time. Don't allow the fear of making a mistake stop you from trying at all, though, and or you'll find yourself isolated from the very company you crave. Be aware of what is causing you this anxiety and turn the negative energy into something constructive. Okay, this literally gives me the absolute clarity what this card means here. It means that you both felt alienated in this world. Like you both felt like you don't belong, like you felt alone frequently perhaps in your life. You felt misunderstood. You felt like there is no place for you, like there is no truth for you or something like that. And you perhaps still have this void or this feeling within. And yeah, when you see each other, you'll recognize each other as like a potential, but also you'll see that spark, that something happens, like things connect, and that you feel that breath again, like alive, like breath of the wild. I don't know. That Florence the Machine song. Anyways, yeah, like you can, like you actually feel like you are breathing with life again. That's that feeling. Yeah. Okay, so the poet. Music, laughter, the swirl of beautiful dresses. Tonight is a night free from care and the troubles of the outside world. Amongst the dancers, a single figure draws the attention of everyone present. A flash of embroidered silk, the wave of a hand, a voice as clear as a bell. The poet is life itself, pure and undiluted. Instantly in love with every new person they meet, they are drawn to people just as people are drawn to them, a sonnet ready for every new spark of love. There is love on the horizon, and it's up to you to embrace it. Whatever your hesitations, it's time to accept the heart pounding, tumbling chaos that is opening yourself up to another. Write poems, find your song. Love is a creative work. Be your imaginative, authentic self and let other like minded people flock to you. This is when you will experience true happiness. Okay, guys, this reading just got way too wholesome. I can't with this. I literally can't. This gives me that you will experience like the relationship of your lifetime. If you get with this person, you will experience romance of a lifetime. It's so beautiful, so soft, so heartwarming, so everything. Like it's both the spark, passion, love, creativity, flowers, roses, everything. It's so beautiful. Like I'm saying, I'm seeing such beautiful things and feeling beautiful things with this here. It's incredible. And this is like, it's literally fate. It's divinely timed, divinely orchestrated. Forget about societal rules, whatever. Because that's the ego and it will never, ever, ever give you the answer to what you seek in divine connections. It will never give you the answer that you seek. You can continue following the societal rules. They will never give you the answer to divine connections and divine love, especially. Well, yeah, unfortunately, we're heavily conditioned. We're frequently stuck. Especially with twin flames, people get kind of annoyed because it's like, why am I supposed to do it this way? Blah blah blah, societal rules, blah blah. Other people say this, other people say that, you know, la la la, all those things, all those beautiful, incredible things that ruin such beauty that is rarely ever experienced in this life. Was I ranting? I guess I was. um, you kind of see two hands like holding each other, so it's like I think you might unite with your twin flame, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Um, I'm getting that quote from the notebook. It might not be easy, but yeah, when he says to her, like, but I want you and only you and blah blah blah, like, till the end of the life or something. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that movie where you look up the screenshots, literally, it will give you that moment. And yeah, it will give you that moment where he says that with the text. Yeah, that's interesting. This pile is very interesting, literally. I did not expect this. I mean, I don't expect things to like like pulling cards because they flip on their own and I pick them. So yeah, this was interesting. This kind of gives me like the sun vibe. The sun, finally clarity, finally sun in your life, your person's life, finally everything beautiful, people dancing, everything is just, yeah. I don't know, it kind of gives me a wholesome vibe. This doesn't give me a bad vibe. It's like literally divinely protected connection, divinely timed, fated. I don't know. You guys, you should kind of first use your discernment, but don't close your heart because this might be the most significant connection in your lifetime. Literally. Yeah. Damn. Wow. It's like it was meant to be. So I don't know what else to add. Also, you might with that person, if you believe in past lives, and I mean you probably do because that's like a twin flames. It's like it goes on and with also higher connections, if you don't believe in twin flames, like if this is a soulmate, like higher level soulmate, then like you've been in past lives together and you've one of like perhaps one or two of the past lives could have been, or three, where you were like creative people or creating something together, and in this lifetime you are supposed to Ignite your true abilities, reignite your true passions, and follow the lead of these true passions. And uniting together, you create something depending on the abilities of each person, you know. There are things in which you will know you align. And you will know, only you will know, and your person will know what are these things that you're supposed to do, or like follow your passions in and create. It doesn't necessarily have to be like artistic or creative. Like creativity can be in different fields. Medicine, I don't know what else. Oh my god. Medicine, even like athletes, like I don't know, Olympics, bro, whatever that stuff. Different things can be like your purpose, your life path, your mission with your twin. So yeah, um be open to this. That would be my suggestion. Because it's the most beautiful connection with most colors, beauty, sunlight, everything that one can experience if they have a twin. Not everyone does. That's actually pretty rare. So yeah, and also higher soulmates are pretty rare. It's not so frequent, like you just meet them every day, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, this connection has a purpose, it's fated. So if this reading resonated with you, a poor person who probably is really shocked right now after this all. Or maybe on the contrary, you're like, I knew it. I knew there's something to it. Then, yeah, I'm glad I could help. And I'm glad I could give you more insight into it. So, yeah, put on that crown and just crown yourself and your person. And walk together in life. Decide for yourself, for you, for both of you. I mean, each to themselves and both deciding. I mean, you understood what I said, seriously. Anyways, yeah, good luck, pile number 2. Oh my gosh, it's only pile number 2, and that was just so in depth. Good luck, pile number 2, and yeah, if this resonated with you, please put a like, and see you in the next reading, perhaps. Yeah. Bye. Pile number 3, hello. And I want to say that this is tricky. When I shuffled cards, the energy changed. And this is tricky. I feel like tiptoeing on this one. Tiptoeing, okay. I can't say I like this energy much. I feel like tiptoeing because it's very tricky. Yeah, I also said that person 3, not pile 3, because it's weird calling people piles. You're not a pile, but I kind of literally, with this energy, I feel like speaking quiet there. Just quietly, because I don't want to be heard and I don't want to be noticed. That's really weird. That's tricky energy, pile number 3. Okay, I will read the descriptions first, okay? And then we will get into it more. Like, I'm already like sensing some deception here. Not because of the card deception, but when I was, like I said, when I was shuffling, the energy changed. And this is just, Oh, this gives me an ick. Anyways, not to scare you, but like, I don't like this. Okay, I will read the description. Yeah, use your discernment anyways. Use your discernment and If it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, then you need to choose another pile. Maybe relax, maybe drink some tea, maybe go and then check again. Because could be that it's not your reading, could be that it's not your pile, okay? Like, it depends, it can vary. But, anyways, stay tuned, use your discernment. I will read the first description. Yeah, pile number 3, I literally feel like speaking quietly with this pile, with this person you're inquiring about, so they wouldn't hear. Like, so their energy wouldn't hear and wouldn't start plotting something. See, this is really tricky. So, anyways, the enchanter. A flash of flame, whirls of green smoke, and a flock of doves that appears from nowhere. The audience applauds. The enchanter takes a bow. They know how to entrance and entertain, and with a century of arcane learning behind them, they never put a foot wrong. But is it truly magic, or is it all smoke and mirrors? You may be in a situation where you've been forced to deceive another, and whether it was intentional or not, you run the risk of being caught out in your lie. You could back away, hoping that it will be forgotten about or resolve itself in time, but you run the danger of it spiraling out of control. Or you can own up and take responsibility for your own actions. The decision is yours. I kind of actually feel like this person is a deceiver. They're a manipulator. They are a manipulator. They are a deceiver. They like to deceive. They like to deceive. They like to play the game. They like to gamble. Gambler. This is a gambler. Pile number 3. They like the gamble. They like that. They like to play the game. Like I said, shoot their shot, play the game, gamble. Um, could be stemming from trauma, but I'm just saying, what is this person's archetype? Like, how they are, basically. Let's continue further, okay, and see what other cards say. So, the Archer. The Archer. Slender fingers trail the fletching of an arrow and knock it on the bowstring. Others training with their bows lose early, eager to prove themselves, but the archer knows the value of their own judgment and takes their time. A deep inhale, a held breath, a moment to aim. The arrow whistles through the air and strikes its target across the training ground. The archer always knows exactly what they're shooting for. Others around you may have targets full of arrows, but you know how long you need to aim true. Your own pace can't be measured against that of others, and your worth is not dictated by anyone but yourself. Don't let doubt make you falter. Take your time. Your arrows will fly true when they're good and ready. Oh my gosh, this just adds up another layer to the cake. Pile number 3. Oh god. Oh, Anyways. Oh my god. Pile number 3. What has this person done to you? Have they done something to you? Like, have they actually deceived you or done something bad or like stolen something or tried to be really bad towards you, really nasty, do nasty things, you know? Because you see, this this enchanter and archer literally gives me like, I'm not gonna put on like the diagnosis itself, but like a narcissist that shoots their arrow, shoots their shot, shoots wherever they truly think they should, in the sense of actual deception, treachery, deception, and these types of things, and they shoot it because they have that inner like anger, irritation, and they do it out of it. Like they literally do this to gain something for themselves and to affect the other person. Literally, if they have hurt you, that was intentional. I am so sorry, pile number 3, but that was intention. That was their intention to hurt you, to deceive you, to make you feel bad. Because they inside themselves are irritated, feel bad, negative, and they will do like what it takes to shoot the other with that same stuff. See? Oh my gosh. Okay. And like, yeah, they are waiting for the moment. They're planning, they're like plotting. I'm saying, like I started in the beginning, they are plotting these things. It's not just like out of dumb or like they are just naive or childish or, like emotionally low in understanding, like saying hurtful words or like, like, sometimes that happens, but this one seems to be actually aiming. Bro says they are aiming. That's what I get. Sorry if you don't like to be called this way, it was just like a saying, They're aiming. This person is quite something spicy as hell. Oh. Anyway, let's continue to the orator. Oh, this. The orator. The seats of the theatre curve away on either side of you, filled with a rapt audience waiting for the performance to begin. On the stage, a single figure clears their throat and begins their soliloquy. I don't know how it's pronounced. Even when they're not performing, the orator speaks with complete confidence. They've never shied away from a public stage, but they're so used to reading from a script that sometimes they find themselves tongue-tied when it comes to thinking for themselves. Doubting yourself is only holding you back. It's okay if you take a little longer to think about how to voice your needs and desires. Writing a script of how to ask for these things might even benefit you here. Be confident in taking up a space and letting your voice be heard. Oh my gosh. This energy just gets worse. It gets worse. Oh, damn. Pile number 3. Ooh. Oh, shizzles. My drizzles. Okay. This is. Oh, this gives me. Oh my gosh. Mm. This gives me like a person who's just very insecure. Deeply, deeply insecure with this orator card. They're deeply insecure. They're acting out of their insecurity and shooting their arrow to make others insecure or like hurt or like doing some bad stuff towards them, like shooting their shot and mingling and drinking. I don't know, just what I just said that. Gambling, doing whatever these things, anything to gain stuff for themselves, to feel better about their status, their confidence, their level up. See? Oh my god. If this person, again, if this person hurt you or did something bad to you, I am so sorry. Pile number 3, I'm really sorry. You're understood here. Okay? You are understood. You're in a safe place here. And yeah, I'm sorry if if I was laughing and that's just inappropriate for your situation. I'm sorry. I will, sort of step back and not really be as, I don't know, giggly. But I mean, I was just laughing more so at how crazy this energy is. It's like, whoa, it gets off the charts. This is out the rooftop. Like, oh my god. Maybe this person is angry at you or something. Maybe they're so upset at what you did towards them if you answered with something. Oh, I'm not saying this person, like, doesn't have feelings. Of course they do. That's why they're so upset. But they're so twisted in their head. Ugh, it's upsetting itself. It's just sad. It's just really sad. Really sad. Yeah. Mm. The brawler. I'll read the description. Gosh, I'm already like, I'm pretty done with this energy. I'm sorry, Paul 3. Anyways, I'm pretty sure you are as well. I'll read it. Maybe we'll see something more positive. Okay? The Brawler. Night falls thick and dark across the streets, but not all are sleeping. The doors of the music hall pour light and warmth into the courtyard, and revelers tumble, drunk and rowdy, after them. A spilled drink, a sharp word, and a fight breaks out, and the brawler it was once again standing with fists raised, ready to fight their corner, set on showing the whole world that they don't care what people think of them. The brawler invites confrontations wherever they go. Quick, with a brash retort and ready fist, their bull-headed manner makes only enemies, never friends. Again, this just adds up to me that this person, it's like they can't stand themselves within, I think. They're like so upset. They are so irritated by themselves. They're very insecure. Oh, sorry. They're very insecure. And through brawls, they're like, I'm gaining confidence or whatever. Like, like they will use their aggression and like control and like this type of stuff, like aggression, to gain confidence. To make someone hurt, to tell something hurtful, and they'll gain confidence from that. Something rash, like rapid, that type of stuff. And they'll gain self reassurance through that. And the thing is, I'm not saying that this person is completely like lacking empathy. It's like they do feel, but it's that they're so deeply insecure that it trashes everything out into the bin. It's like, oh Christ. They are becoming more aware. I feel it that they actually understood that they did something wrong. But the thing is that, or if they did, like, if they're already done something towards you, let's say, but their head, they're so headstrong about this and like irritated and just become so irrational through this inner fear, defensiveness with that brawler too, like being aggressive. They're like, no, I will not, that sense. It gets there. It looks childish, but it's like it comes from the hurt, from the pain, from like not feeling good enough at all, like being so insecure. Yeah. Caramancer. Delivering news collaboration. They might want to collaborate with you. No, they might want to like reach out to you, especially if you two had an argument or something, or misled you about something or whatever. They might want to reach out to you or talk to you or like reconnect, rekindle. Okay, let's read that one. The Chiromancer. Gentle hands take yours. Fingers dance across your palm, seeking out lines and hidden shapes. And when you look across at the Chiromancer, there is a smile on their face, but behind it also the hints of a frown. Being able to read the future is both a blessing and a curse, but it is a role that the Chiromancer is prepared to fill. You have a message to deliver or something that you've been meaning to say for a while, but it may not be a message that someone's ready to receive. Be careful about how you deliver it and choose your timing carefully. The outcome may depend entirely on you. So this is basically literally giving me that this person wants to reach out to you. They want to like start again, or like, yeah, they miss your presence. They actually see value in you. That's the thing, okay? Position these words exactly as I say them. They see value in you. You are high value in their eyes, and that's the thing. Be careful, because this person, they are so damaged. Yeah, they do have feelings, but they're so damaged. They might just start hurting you again. If I'm honest, I feel like this person needs therapy. They really need deep, extensive research in this stuff. They need support to understand where it stems from, to understand their patterns and sort of rewire some very significant ones that can hurt other people and the close ones to them. They need that support. And honestly, it's not on you, especially if they've drained you or if they've done something negative, very bad towards you, bad mouthed you, and whatever else. Just know, like, yeah, it's like a. This also gives me with the Chiromancer, yes, it's a fated connection. Yes, it might be a deeper, higher soulmate. But yes, I care about you. But the thing is that they're just so damaged. They might damage you again and twice as bad. It's like, I don't know. They, I do feel like they really want you though. Yeah, for some, I do feel that. It's like they want you, they value you. That's, again, they value you highly. They see you are high value. They really like admit that, literally. At least their energy does. They're unwilling actually to admit that. But their energy does. They just know it. They feel this way. They know it. Yeah, the masquerade. Hiding your true self projection. Yeah, this person projects a lot from their insecurity at you. They just throw it at you. I'll read this one too. The masquerade. Down a quiet side street, hidden in the twisted back roads of the Citadel, a shop waits for its next curious visitor. Thousands of faces line the walls, masks in every shape and form and color. At their center, their creator, wizened hands painting rouge on the cheeks of their next masterpiece. I'm sorry, I'm just like fangirling right now. I love masks. Oh my god, it reminds me of a time when I was in Venice and I saw all these masks. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Anyways, the masquerade has made so many masks that they do not remember who they were when they first opened the shop. Each one is an expression of their spirit, their creative heart. Each one is made by chipping away little pieces of themselves to sell to the next customer. Oh my god. This is to this person. Like, we all wear different masks to appease the people around us. At work, with friends, in front of family. Each mask is the part of ourselves we think is appropriate in the moment. But by being so concerned about others' opinions, you can lose sight of your true self. Stop changing to fit public expectations. It's time to work out who you are and what you want your life to be. Who is your genuine self? Let yourself be vulnerable and show others the real you. I just heard I ain't shit. So honestly, this person thinks this way about themselves, I feel. Like, deeply, internally, they feel this way about themselves. They might have even said something like this. And This is just so sad. This person is troubled, literally. They need support to get out of this mind state, to end these mind games, to stop hurting from within and hurting others, you know? They need help, they need support. They need the correct guidance in their life to reach the light place again, you know, where they can function feeling good about themselves and the world around them. Okay, pile 3. It's like to stop painting these masks, put them aside, and it's time to look at yourself in the mirror with compassion, with calm state. Just calmly, without all the thoughts of the others. Who are you? What do you want, truly? That's for this person, you know. But yeah, that person needs to reconnect with their core self, their true identity, who they are, and yeah. And to you, pile 3, this was your reading. If you really listened to this all along, then hi. And if I helped you with this insight and it resonated with you, I'm glad I did then. And yeah, if you found this helpful, then please put a like. And yeah, anyways, this was your reading, and best of luck, pile 3. Really, best of luck. Things get along and get better, and they will. Such a generic saying. I'm sorry. Anyways, best of luck, pile 3, and thank you for watching. Bye. Pile number 4, hello. For the person who chose pile number 4, this is your reading. And first of all, I want to say the vibe is interesting. Maybe the person you inquire about. This might be very specific, but this is very big energy. With this card, it actually gives me Russian mafia vibes. I am pretty sure this person, for someone you're inquiring about, is in that. That's interesting. But it might just be something specific. I will not concentrate on that. I will just continue with the general reading overall about the other cases. So, that's a very interesting reading. With a hound, loyalty chains promises. This is a whole lot of story. See, wine, red wine. A glass of red wine. Rich wine. Yeah, a glass of red wine. A man in their 50s. A bit more, but yeah, a glass of red wine. Interesting. This is somebody who works on their own. Likes solitude. Likes specific genre of music. Something similar to classical, but it's not that, no. It's not it. It's something else. Can't grasp it. Lots of promises. Secrets, loyalty, to some, perhaps, group. I feel pile number 4, a very strong energy comes through. And this strong energy is of a very significant person. They are dangerous. Pile number 4. They can potentially get dangerous if you cross their line. For reals, this is not an exaggeration. So, I'm seeing a rope, and I'm seeing like literally like a rope around the neck and someone pulling. So, yeah, use your discernment. Pile number 4. Anyways, I will read the archetypes, the descriptions. I also almost got a paper cut, so this is like a thin edge. I understand. Like thin ice type of a person or situation you're inquiring about. There is little to pull the thread, so don't pull the thread. Pile number 4. I mean, person number 4. The person you're inquiring about. Okay, so I'll read the archetypes, and I'll start with the walker. Like their sibling, the pilgrim, the walker is bound to an eternity of journeys. The walker constantly seeks new experiences in the unknowing nature of transition, an air of sadness ever on their heels. Whatever they're searching for, or whatever they're running from, they haven't yet found their answer. A sense of regret seems to be coloring everything lately, sucking away the joy of the journey. Perhaps you have been forced to leave something behind in order to move forward, or maybe it's the result of circumstances beyond your control. Whatever it is, this pain is necessary, to a point. Rather than wallowing in self-punishment, shed that regret and move on. Yeah. This tells me about the backstory of this person. Like they've been literally, I see kind of person like traveling on a motorbike or liking to travel on a motorbike. Yeah, they are, I would describe them free spirit with loyalties, chains, and literal foundation, being loyal to something specific. Yeah. Strongly loyal. Yeah. I'll continue with the assassin card. The streets are deathly silent, and even the moon has hidden itself from view. The shadows are dark, deep, and hungry, and from behind you the whisper of steel, the press of a blade to your neck. The assassin has accepted that there are some things that simply must be done, no matter their personal feelings. In order to do what is required of them, they have had to harden their heart, but they now understand that this hardness does not affect their worth as a person. Yeah, this literally gives me that this person follows rules. Rules of the organization. They are bound to it, they are loyal to it. Like completely. They are very serious about this. This is a very, very serious person for somebody who's inquiring about this. Your person is very serious and is definitely not to be played with. They can be nostalgic about some things. I do see some nostalgic stuff. Some things that they experience in their life, like some music also, certain pieces. Yeah. The Hound. The Hound paces, awaiting orders. In swearing their loyalty to another, they have learned their place in the world and what is most important to them. But they also have lost their freedom. The Hound's devotion comes from a deep love, blinding them to a life beyond the person they are sworn to. They have found security in knowing where their next meal comes from, but some part of them still yearns for the wild. So, yes, this person holds loyalty. There are restrictions, very serious ones. And they're very serious about this. I'm also seeing that they're serious about their family, or they kind of miss their family, or there's something connected to their family that's very. They're very loyal to it, they're very strong with it. Very strong. The Hunter. Sunlight dapples the forest floor, and from the shade at ferny depths, a white stag emerges. Nearby, a shadowy figure pauses, and a bowstring draws back with a creak. The hunter is a patient person, capable of following their prey for days at a time, eyes always on the tracks before them. By not looking up, they never appreciate the beauty of the forest around them, but that doesn't matter as long as they reach their quarry, right? So that just adds to the whole picture. I hope you understand what I mean. And the pilgrim. A lantern swings in the darkness, shedding light along the path. Footsteps tread the cobbles, slow and steady, and as a figure passes, you catch a glimpse of a wizened face and a tired smile. The pilgrim has been walking for so long, they no longer remember where they are headed or where they come from. The road is long and yields many lessons and exciting discoveries. At the same time, they never stop long enough to appreciate them. So yes, this person does have something romantic within their heart, like an old romantic, or like something connected again to their that type and vibe of music they listen to. If you come to know about it, then that's the vibe, what I mean. This person probably lives in a big city, I think, or like a city. Like I just saw a city with like many big buildings, like a capital with big buildings, modern buildings, more so modern, not like modern, but like blocks. Okay, build it blocks, and yeah, this is a very strict person also. So, pile number 4: do not cross this person. I mean, do not cross them. I'm not saying do not cross their path at all. I'm just saying do not cross them. I'm serious about this. This energy, if it resonates with you, if I told something that you would say yes, you felt like it or it resembles, don't cross them. Yeah, don't cross them. Anyways, I'll stop repeating this, but yeah. Pile number 4, I don't know what else to add. Use your own discernment about your own feelings, your own intuitive downloads, or maybe you saw something else in this reading on your own. Maybe I just exaggerated things, but use your discernment. And If this resonated with you, please put a like, and I'll see you in the next reading, perhaps, Belfour. So, yes, thank you for being here, Belfour. And for others, if it didn't resonate, then choose another pile, or maybe this reading is just not for you. This happens. So yeah, anyways, good luck, pile number 4. Thank you for watching, and yeah, bye. Hello, pile number 5, and this is your reading to the person who chose pile number 5, about the person you inquire about. And this pile number 5 is a very big personality, not like personality, but a big person, big status person is what I'm seeing here. They're in a pretty high regard, high status. I'm seeing like a big city. This is very specific though, but yeah, I am seeing a big city. Not just with this card, but like in general, it's a feeling of a big city. And this person is very significant. They're almost like a politician or a high status figure. They are well respected. They have a status, and they've gained it. They are the weaver of their own fate, of their own deals, of their own breakthroughs, of their own business. Yeah, literally. Okay, I'm gonna read each card now, the description, and then we'll hop right into it with some other psychic downloads that I get about this person you're inquiring about. Yeah, okay. The Acolyte. Beyond the awe-inspiring hush of the temple is a rush of productivity. Students in ill-fitting robes rush past, arms full of books, or sit in quiet rows as they study their scriptures. Under the priest's wise guidance, the acolyte is eager to begin their journey of learning. They fear that they'll never be good enough to step into their role ahead of them. Even so, they are excited for the world that is opening up to them, and they're determined to embrace it with conviction. This is literally making me feel like this person goes to church. This person goes to church, like, regularly, or, yeah. They're pretty big on church, like, this person does. They're religious, basically. I mean, that makes them so. They like to give offerings, too. They like to give offerings in church. I see this particularly very much so. They like to give money to the church. Yeah, okay, I'll continue with the tailor. Okay, so the tailor, the store is dark, the walls lined with endless boxes, and that house a wealth of beautiful dresses and suits. At the back of the store, lit by a single lantern, a half-finished robe is stretched across a frame. Hunched before the magnificent garment, the tailor labors at this work of love, nimble fingers embroidering a spellbinding design into the silk. It is this passion and dedication that has made them so successful, but from the tremble in their fingers it seems as though it won't be long before overexertion catches up with them. Your dedication to your passions has served you well, and you're finally starting to reap the benefits of your hard work. Allow yourself to stop and take pride in what you've done rather than throwing yourself headfirst at the next thing. It's important to acknowledge your achievements in order to understand the depths of your own abilities. This gives me literally that this person likes beautiful clothing and they visit a tailor. They go to a place where there's a tailor, a pretty fancy one, and they pay good money for that. They appreciate that. They appreciate that place. They appreciate a good tailor, a good creator. They appreciate it. They appreciate well-sewn clothes that fit. and from a good material, good fabrics, quality. They really appreciate this. I think they know one tailor, one specific one that they go to. It's their go-to. It's all like their friend. I'm feeling it's their friend. Maybe they've made friends that way with the tailor throughout years of just getting their clothes tailored. Literally getting a suit made if it's a man. Yes. They also might like to watch, how clothes are being made, like cutting, and or they're like watching how they cut that. I don't know. That's just like they like to see the craft that way a bit. I don't know. Maybe they feel more sure or reassured that it's gonna be good. I don't know. Something like that. They could be a Virgo. Literally, they could be a Virgo. Virgo sun. Or just significant Virgo placement comes through. They could literally be a Virgo. Strong Virgo vibes come through. Yeah. The founder. Also, just to add, this person might be very sensory oriented. They like beautiful things. I'm literally seeing this as a literal tapestry, like that they like beautiful tapestry. And maybe they have something in their home, beautiful tapestry. Yeah, they're a very significant person. High status, valued in their society. They have a big role. Literally, I almost would tell a politician, but it's not gonna be for everyone. I mean, yeah, but it's almost like their family has their own. What's it called? The sigil. Flag. Sigil, I think it was called a sigil. I literally think it was called a sigil. Yes, like their family have a sigil. It literally almost gives like Duchess, Duke vibes, but maybe a bit lower. It does. It's similar. I'm not sure what that is, but it is similar. Like they have status, they have a big home, territory, money, recognition. Yeah, that type of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna read the founder now. A tapestry hangs in the great hall wide enough to cover the entire wall. It tells a tale of the Citadel's founding, the great battles that were fought, and the first stones that were laid. In the center is depicted the Citadel itself, a bastion of peace nestled in the landscape. Among the figures walking on the walls, one humble person stands. This is the Citadel's founder, the warrior who laid down their blade to pick up their hammer instead. To build a community, the foundations must first be laid. What sort of a person must you be to best support those around you? Someone you know may be asking for help, but you may not be able to provide what they need right now. Assess whether you are the right person to assist them, and if not, work out why. What's holding you back from being the best supporter you can be? Now is the time to address any unresolved feelings so that when you build that community, you can do it together. This gives me the vibe that this person. Sorry, wait a second. That gave me the vibe that this person. Yeah, my battery of the phone was low. So maybe this could be like a sign the last time, maybe when you spoke about this person to this person, their phone was low. They were saying something like, my battery's low. Because mine was like on on like 3% something for 3%. And yeah, I was like, my battery is low. Yeah. Anyways, this could be like a sign that this is about that person, like confirmation, you know. So this person actually feels like at first it felt like they don't prey on their achievements. They're not like, oh, I wear the huge crown, oh, I have this big ego boost, yes, like I own all of it. It's literally that like they're standing in the background, they are humble. I think they have a certain humbleness to them, and they're not really like positioning themselves as like, oh, I'm this high status person, or I own this or own that, like la la la. They're not like this. They're actually humble. They feel humble. They're like creating these things. They're doing these things, but they're humble. That's a very interesting person you're inquiring about. If this resonates, like that's wow. Okay. Wow, like humble. They literally do feel humble. I was kind of shocked because, just my own perspective. I've known people who were like high status and they were pretty far from humble. I can't say that I like these people much because they are not humble usually. They get lost in that space, you know. Anyways, back to the reading. Yeah, they're pretty humble. They're like, yeah, they enjoy seeing the community thrive or like things getting done or like they enjoy work. They enjoy work. They enjoy working. Literally, they enjoy working, seeing things done, getting things done. Yeah, they enjoy work, making the community thrive. They enjoy seeing that, making the work like buildings or something, building something. They enjoy seeing that develop and into actual thing. They are the doer. They're not just the sayer. They walk the talk, you know. Yeah, we were. I'll read the weaver now. A shuttle clicks and clatters back and forth. A loom moves under a skillful pair of hands. The weaver takes the threads of fate and turns them into something whole and beautiful, new patterns and stories emerging with every swing of the loom. The weaver does not control the weaving, they only guide it, and an unexpected design emerges. The threads of your life are long and entirely unique to you. It's time to turn them into something complete. Take the messy loose ends that you don't know what to do with and make them part of you too. In doing so, you may discover part of yourself that you didn't recognize before, or discover a forgotten thing or person who brought you pleasure. This is interesting energy because I'm not sure what I'm getting here. It's kind of giving me magician, but it also gives me master manifester or like manifesting vibes. But it also gives me magician, like literal magician, somebody who can do things in magical ways. I mean, like they do something and it really works. They put their hand to something and it really works. Then they get somewhere and the ideas that they tell, they work. This is, I don't know. This is, wow, like, okay. Okay. Who is this person? Wow. This is really, mm, this is uncanny. Like, what? I'm saying, like, this person is like a magician. And I'm lost in what sense? It's not just giving me they work well. It's literally like they. I just remembered one poem I wrote. Actually, this. That's funny. Oh my gosh, this is funny. This is like mind blowing because this reading is themed by Sagrada Familia. I just chose it randomly, literally out of random. So I looked up those pictures and I was like, okay, I'll choose them. And the thing is, after Sagrada Familia, I actually I was so inspired by the place. From one of the pictures I took, there was a lion with wings, right? And it's, damn, this is a very personal story, but okay, I will tell this because I posted it anyways. Like, I posted the poem and I posted the picture of that lion with wings and just made a golden collage to it. This poem is is a prayer for evangelist Mark. That's basically symbolized by the winged lion. And one of the words that were there was, everything you touch turns to gold. And this is literally the vibe I'm getting. This is so weird. This is kind of uncanny. It's like you can't make some things up. This is kind of mind-blowing for myself because I didn't think this coincidentally it will happen, you know. So yeah. This gives literally the Weaver, yeah. It's like everything, I don't know, not maybe not everything, but the way this person touches or like puts their hands to work, things turn to gold. They just do stuff, literally. I don't know. I don't know. Dream mechanic came to mind. I don't know why. Anyways, maybe this is very specific for someone. But yeah, I'll continue, right, with the dancer. Um, a tambourine shivers, filling the air with the sound of silver, and silks carve shapes out of the air as the dancer leaps and spins. Whatever they have left behind to come to the citadel, that is the past, and this is the now. They bring only themselves into the dance, unashamed to let the world see them for who they truly are. Sorry, my nose was itching. It's time to stop worrying about what the world thinks of you and embrace the parts of yourself that you've been trying to make more palatable to others. Self acceptance comes with maturity and the recognition of your own capability, a revelation that is stronger for having come through a period of doubt. It's time to free yourself from your past and embrace yourself for you. You have a strength and compassion within you that you haven't realized yet. Yeah, this does give me actually that this person might deep down actually not realize how compassionate they are, how much empathy they actually have and have to give and like, I mean, can give emotionally. There's something about like the emotional side, emotionality. They're like, gives me like a King of Swords type of energy, but softer. Like I'm a thinker. I'm not really like a this blah blah blah, this that. This type of a thing, but they can. It's like you can. I don't know. They can. you know. They kind of feel insecure in these things, but they can. It's like mm, it gives me like this struggle with feelings, or what would be the right way to position this? they know their feelings, but they struggle to express them. I think that's the thing. And they struggle to, yeah, they struggle to tell the things that are connected to feelings or emotions, or, yes, that sort of, like, they feel the feelings, but they struggle to position them forward. That's what I will say. Yes, literally, like a king of swords type of a person. Like, I'm a thinker, I'm like, la la, like, I'm more logical and, I don't know, like this, that. They actually are just, I think, kind of shy in that type of an aspect because they feel kind of insecure in that. They're like, they need like a support in that type of stuff. Like, kind of like a little bit of a poke or something. I don't know. Like, a way for them to express. So somebody would mm, uncover these things. Mm, like blooming flowers. I don't know if you understand what I mean. I don't mean like somebody should tell these things for themselves, but I mean that it's like for them to feel more brave and open emotionally, you know. Something like this. They can also like, yeah, they can struggle sometimes with these things. They can struggle. Gives me like I want to express, but I don't know how, kind of a vibe, a bit. Um, don't know how to put it into words. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on. The champion. Street flashes. Oh, sorry, not street flashes. This just gave me flashing lights. The song vibes. I don't know why. Whose song was Flashing Lights? I don't remember. Anyways. Okay, this will be really specific, but I feel like sometimes this person just feels so sad and just broken. It kind of gives me that, exactly that view where there's that, you know, the city view in the video, flashing lights. There's that car, and it's like the person is standing at the car and like watching the city, but they feel alone, which actually could absolutely explain the situation because like sometimes the higher position people, higher status ones, they have money, etc., but they can feel alone, especially if they, I don't know, can't properly like express themselves emotionally, or like don't know how to form this type of a thing, or like maybe they, yeah, something connected to this. Yeah, there's something kind of like also spicy about this person. I don't know, it's like, because that song Flashing Lights, it's like, mm, I can't grasp this. It's like they have that within, maybe that passionate expression, but it doesn't connect to body as well as they could express themselves. It's almost like giving me about the view or about the looks. Yeah, something about the body image, self image, and the looks in particular. All that linked, basically inner emotion, passion linked to out external body. Something connected to that, and they kind of like can't get it out fully. Like kind of like an itch. Yeah. I don't know, maybe someone understood what I mean. Oh my god. I hope I delivered this correctly. Anyways, the champion still flashes in the sun. An opponent yields, the crowd roars. Victory is a heady brew, and the champion raises their arms, drinking in the praise and adoration. But overconfidence is blinding, and behind them their opponent gets back on their feet. You're riding high on victory at the moment, and you've earned the right to celebrate, but don't let it go to your head. Not only could arrogance unpick all of your progress, but if you turn your back on half-finished job, you may see those successes fall apart faster than you could hold them together. Than you can hold them together. I'm not really getting this person is like that. Like, I think they're a hard worker. They do work, and they continue. It's like it gives me dynamic. Like they just continue working. Maybe they had some sort of setback or a big downfall previously in their life that really kicked them in, and they understood that they can't act up this way, and so they changed. Could be, but yeah. I think they're dynamic with their tools, their work, what they do in their life, and they just continue. I'm hearing I just continue no matter what. Oh my gosh, this kind of gives me the vibe of like Tartaglia from Genshin. I mean, I'm using that because they have very good lore in the sense of descriptions of the characters, and so it's like there was a moment when he literally like he was crumbling, like he couldn't continue fighting, but he was like, I always gotta, I always have to develop myself. Um I always have to continue. Sorry, that kind of makes me emotional right now because yeah, it's just because it's sad. It's like kind of like traumatizing oneself in order to continue anyways, you know, even when you are crumbling. It gives me like a little like childhood trauma when a person was just told like their value is basically on if they do something, if they do, and if they grow, or I don't know, something connected to this, and that they have to be strong, etc., etc., or like maybe emotions were suppressed or something like that, or told that they can't do this, that, blah blah blah, and they kind of developed the sense of I gotta do this anyways, even if I'm crumbling. I always gotta grow. This is kind of toxic, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I just remembered that part of the story. Maybe this resonates with somebody in that champion sense. Yeah. The adventurer. I saw like cuts here instead of rings. I saw like cuts. Like there are cuts on the hands. Maybe it cuts, cut. Yeah, like cutting. I don't know, like getting cuts. I don't know what that was. Maybe it resonates with somebody. Broken sword. Yeah, broken sword. It's like literally you have a broken sword and you're trying to continue the fight. Like, don't do that. Like, oh my gosh. You're going to go so far. You can die like that. You have to be careful. You know, it's like don't. It's like don't do that. Don't cross that edge so far. Because, for example, in that type of a metaphor, let's say, Life is more important than if you're crumbling and trying to just prove something to somebody or yourself or the internal critical parent within, that was trying to tell you that you're not enough and you gotta grind. That's what I mean. I don't know. This is for someone specific. I don't know why I went on the ramble and rant about this. But yeah. Um it's a general reading, so yeah, take it as it resonates. At the gates of the citadel, a small group has gathered. With horses, carts, bags laden with supplies, it's clear that they intend to be gone for a long time. But one figure gazes back at the citadel as though they fear they'll never see it again. They must step out of their safe zone, become part of something larger. But are they ready? The adventurer never wanted more than their small life, and the fear of failure is crippling. Somehow you've ended up in a position in which the weight of expectation is heavier than you wanted. Unwanted responsibility is a heavy burden, and there are plenty of people waiting for you to fail, but there are just as many waiting to catch and help you. Don't try to face it alone. Ask for help, break the task down into smaller parts, and take it day by day or even hour by hour if you need to. There's no greater achievement than proving your naysayers wrong. Honestly, I just see a helpful hand with this card. Like, this person is very helpful. Literally, they're very helpful. It gives me philanthropist vibes. For someone, for somebody, okay, this is a very good person. Like, they're just so decent. I know they're so good. It's like, I will call you no matter what I do type of vibe for somebody. And again, comes through, even if I'm crumbling, I will go and help you. It's like, tell this person, don't do that. If you crumble, you rest. Okay? You gotta rest sometimes. You gotta sometimes take care of yourself. Please. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for somebody, this person literally feels like they're drowning. Maybe in the work or in something that they chose to do, but they can't do anymore, or like they can't grasp this anymore, they can't fulfill this anymore. Something in their life. They're drowning. So for some of you, you should help this person. Reach out to them, help them. They're drowning. Metaphorically, I mean. But yeah, um, mm, gotta help them. They're strong, but it's like, I don't know. Tell them something encouraging or like understanding their emotions would be important, I think, for them. Yeah. Okay, I'll continue with the storyteller. Children gather on the far side of the square, their attention glued to a wooden box, a white sheet, and the lantern. Behind it, hidden hands transform into beasts and people made of shadows, telling stories both old and new that have the children laughing and cheering equally. The storyteller is the conjurer of this magic, the ringmaster of the show, in control of every character and every line. The most important story in your life is your own, but you are just one story in a tapestry of thousands. It's important to respect the tales of others around you too, rather than forcing people to conform to the role you think they should play in your story. Learn to communicate and see things from their point of view too. Not only should this improve how you perceive others, it will help you build better, more solid relationships. Honestly though, even if I see like this person has like kind of that slight infantile side to them, and sometimes they can't express, like I said, about emotions, like they have difficulty with that part a bit, but with this storyteller, I'm literally seeing, yeah, like someone being good with kids. Like they're showing like a shadow puppet play literally to kids, or showing something funny like a puppet on a hand for to kids. Like they're pretty good with kids. I'm literally seeing this. They're good with telling stories, like something funny or like uncanny, like weird. I don't know. Yeah. They're like the sunlight to those kids, and like they're very warming, enchantingly interesting in some sense. Like the kids actually get interested and they're laughing, smiling, and it's like this is very specific, but anyways. Yeah, I do see that they have this ability to liven up the atmosphere and like yeah, to show like shadow puppets to kids and kids are entertained. Yeah, that's pretty wholesome. And I don't think they're like conformist. I think they're kind of like a non-conformist within like there is something about that. About being kind of like non-conformist. I don't know about what, but something like going against the rules or like not really going with the rules, but implementing something of their own and being quite stubborn sometimes. Yeah, telling their own story. They're pretty big on telling their own story. I think they like to fantasize too. Quite a lot. This is why this came up for to me in the beginning. Like I was like, wait, if either this is a big status person, actually, or they're just really delusional. It's all in their head. They're just fantasizing. I think they're not. I think they're not. They're very likely pretty known in their society. They have a pretty high status and they can do things well. I would believe so. Especially if this resonates with you. A storyteller. They can make like cool evenings with shadow puppets. Yeah. Kind of quirky. That gives me quirky vibe, but wait, quirky. Yeah, I said it kind of wrong. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, I can't. I literally just like cut the deck, and all the time during this reading, I was just cutting deck, and the smith came up all the time. So yeah, they probably work with their hands, or they do something, or are able to do something with their hands. They're like a tool boy, tool girl, kind of came through. Yeah. This person's pretty big. Yeah. That's what comes up with this. So I don't know what else to add. Person who chose pile number 5. This person, I'm saying, they are literally a founder somewhere. They probably have their own company. They must have their own organization or their own company. They're very well known. They work there. Okay. They're known there. They are appreciated there. And yeah, they're very like tool knowing, kind of like street smart, knowledgeable. Yeah, this type of vibe. Interesting. This was very mixed. So please take what resonates, but I'm kind of hearing now sometimes this person is afraid of shadows. Shadows of their past? Some shadows, like dark shadows. Maybe they saw something in childhood. Dark shadows. Maybe they saw something in a dream, like dark shadows. I feel like this person might have seen something in childhood. Dark shadows they're afraid of, or they used to be, or they still are kind of like afraid to see them. I don't know. Something like that. Weird. Anyways, Pal 5, this was your reading. This was just so random. Hope something resonated with you. I hope most did if you chose this pile. If not, then it's probably not your reading or not your pile. So feel free to choose another one. And yes, if this resonated with you, please leave a like and see you in the next reading. Okay, wait, for some of you, this person might get sick soon or something might happen, so tell this person to be careful if you are in the role to do so. Yeah, just wish them well. I don't know, send them good energy. Anyways, yeah, this was your reading and I hope it was helpful. So, yeah. Good luck and bye.